So you're starting a recognition program, but why? What are you hoping to accomplish? In this video, we're going to talk about what kind of goals you should set for your program and how to measure success. Hi, I'm Julia. I'm the People and Culture Coordinator here at Guusto. And on this channel, we help people leaders like you build amazing workplace cultures by recognizing and engaging your employees. In a lot of companies, recognition is kind of seen as a nice to have. It can be used as a little reward for going above and beyond. But here at Guusto, we believe that recognition can be so much more than that. Rather than just being a reward for success, it can actually drive success. By setting clear goals for what you hope to achieve in your implementation of your program, you can really use it strategically to drive meaningful change in your organization. And what's more, you can measure it. By setting clear benchmarks for your program and the larger organization, you can track them over time and see how successful you are. Working at Guusto, I see the impact of recognition every day in our team. I see how our program motivates our team members to work harder, be more helpful and empathetic towards each other, and take on new challenges and risks. And part of the reason for this is that we've set up our program with intention. We've made sure that it reinforces our core values and that it helps shape the type of culture that we're trying to create. And what's more, we track our progress. We look at how much our team is using the system and why, and make sure that it's really accomplishing what it is we want it to. Here's how you can do that too. Have a North Star goal. You probably didn't decide to just start a recognition program out of nowhere. Usually there's some sort of push that makes you do it. Maybe you've had pretty low engagement scores recently. Maybe you're having a lot of turnover at the organization, or maybe you're hearing from employees that they're just really not feeling appreciated for the work they're putting in. Whatever it is that drives the program, you should set a primary North Star goal that clearly defines what it is you're trying to achieve. This is going to help you to see where recognition fits in the bigger picture. If you're tackling a larger organizational problem like this, it's likely that recognition isn't your only problem, and so it shouldn't be your only solution. As you implement your program, you should work with your team to figure out what else you're going to introduce alongside it in order to meet your goal. So if you're having generally, low engagement, then maybe you introduce some social events or revamp your internal communication strategy. Whatever it is, try to look at your recognition program as part of a larger action plan of things that you're doing to reach your main goal and make sure it's aligned with those other pieces. Of course, this does mean that demonstrating the direct role that recognition plays in achieving your goal might be difficult. So if recognition is one of 8 things that you've introduced, how are you going to know which one was important to your success? That's why, in addition to having a North Star goal, it's important to set even smaller goals that you can be accountable for. Hey, I hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, please feel free to hit like and subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. Set smaller goals that you can be accountable for. Even if it's part of a larger action plan, you can still take responsibility for ensuring your recognition program is a success. Softwares like Guusto offer a ton of reporting capability to track key metrics like participation rate, budget usage, average number of recognitions sent per user, and lots more. This means that you can set clear, measurable goals for your program performance. So pick 1 or 2 key performance indicators from those metrics and set clear targets for the types of numbers you're wanting to reach and when. This way you're taking ownership over the project and you are accountable for its success. And if you see that your company is making real strides towards its overall goal, you can demonstrate the role that recognition is playing in helping you get there with tangible metrics that support your case. One word of caution though, whether you're dealing with a larger organizational goal or a program performance goal, it's always best to set the bar low, then grow. So once you kick off your program, you really shouldn't expect participation to be sky high right out the gate, and you definitely shouldn't expect your eNPS scores to skyrocket suddenly on day 1. That's why you need to manage expectations and set achievable benchmarks in the early stages of your program. Then, as you progress, you can have higher expectations for its performance and impact further down the road. But for the first 90 days of a program with a manager budget, you might want to set a 40% participation rate. And then you're going to look to get to maybe 70% within the first year. You can review how you're tracking against these benchmarks at regular intervals and make sure you keep your team up to date with how you're doing. Hey everyone, if you're running a recognition program, I'd love to know, what kind of goals are you setting? Hit me back in the comments. Now, you might find that when you check your progress against your goals in 3 months, 6 months, or a year, your results aren't what you expected. Maybe your program participation isn't what you hoped it would be, or maybe you're not reaching that primary goal, or both, but that's okay. The reason we set these benchmarks is so that we can review them regularly and change course when necessary. Setting goals for both your program and the larger organization as a whole makes it easier, ultimately, to identify where the problems really lie. If your program itself isn't doing well, maybe it's time to strategize, get people more engaged about the program, maybe doing some education of why it's important to use the program, or introducing themed events that encourage usage. If your program is doing well, but you're not moving the needle on that overall larger goal, maybe it's time to step back and take a look at your larger action plan and determine if there is anything else at play that might be holding you back. By making your goals measurable, you make your results more actionable, and that makes it easier to be successful. So, if you want to set goals for your recognition program that you can crush, remember to set a North Star goal, see where recognition fits in the bigger picture, set smaller goals that you can be accountable for, set the bar low, and then grow. Follow these steps and you'll have actionable, measurable targets that you can track to make sure your recognition program is a success. If you want to learn more about how to use recognition to drive real change at your company, check out Culture is the Ultimate Advantage. This resource collects everything we've learned from years at Guusto, working with clients across different industries to use recognition to build great workplace culture. And it'll teach you how to create a program that really drives tangible improvements in productivity, engagement, collaboration, and other areas. Click the link below to check it out. Hey everyone, if you found this video helpful, please make sure to like it, as it really helps us get our video out to more people. And if you don't want to miss more great culture building content, be sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon so you don't miss an upload. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to recognize someone for a job well done today. Mucho gusto.